I'm C.
And I'm M.
And
We're
are
C&M Gaming. Let's get into the video. So at number 5, we have the Party Imp. My reasoning for the Party Imp is because it's kind of just worse than the normal imp. I know in the last video I did say the Party Citron was better than the normal Citron, but the Party Imp is just not the same. Although the Party Imp does have a great mech, it is the literal same thing as the normal mech. So at number 5, we have the Party Imp.
So at my number 5 spot on my list, I have the Scallywag Imp. My reasoning behind having the Scallywag Imp at number 5 is his weapons are pretty decent. They do a good amount of damage and they shoot slower. He does have more range than all the other imps, but I do think the other imps are better. His mech, though, is probably my favorite mech. It's just the imp itself isn't my favorite. So that's why at number 5 on my list, I have the Scallywag Imp.
So at number 4, we have the regular imp. In my opinion, the regular imp is just a very good character in general. I did get it to master, so I have all the upgrades and everything, which makes it really, really good. The mech is also complete fire and does lots of damage. I also really like the abilities with the normal mech. The stomp and the missiles are really good. So at number 4, we have the regular imp.
At my number 4 spot, I have the regular imp. My reasoning behind having the regular imp at number 4 is that he has nice 35 ammo and shoots very fast. The damage is also pretty good. But in this case, I think the imps in front of him are definitely better. His mech is basically the stereotypical mech. It does a good amount of damage and just is an overall really nice mech. So that's why at number 4, I have the regular imp.
So at number 3, we have the Little Drake Imp. So in my opinion, the Little Drake Imp's gun is very underrated. And his mech, the problem with his mech is it is probably the best mech up close, but say there's a P-Gaddler, you're gonna die from far range every time. Although his close range weapons are really good, his mech abilities don't do much. One of his abilities just boosts him forward, and the other one just makes him do a front flip. So at number 3, we have the Little Drake Imp.
At my number 3 spot, I have the Pylon Imp. The reason I have the Pylon Imp at number 3 is that in any game that's a shooter game that I play, I love burst weapons. And the Pylon Imp has a burst weapon. His burst weapon has 16 ammo, shooting 3 at a time. 2 at a time. And each one doing about 23, 24 damage when you have the damage upgrade. His mech is also very good. When you're playing Turf Takeover, you can put your little pylon mines and everyone will just explode because they slip on it. And the regular gun is also very good. And that's why I have the Pylon Imp at number 3.
So at number 2, we had the Scallywag Imp. A lot of people forgot about this character because in the update it was in, Commando Corn, everyone thought it was just way better, which he is, but everyone forgot about Scallywag. I think it's a very underrated imp because not many players play as it. Although his Yo-Ho-Ho does pretty much nothing besides play cool music, his mech is the best mech of all the imps in my opinion. And the mech is a very big part of the imp. And his normal gun is really good. While I was playing with it earlier, it was doing 32 damage to the head. So that is my reasoning why Scallywag Imp is at number 2.
At my number 2 spot, I have the Little Drake. My reasoning behind having the Little Drake at number 2 is without his mech, he is still the second best, maybe the third best without his mech. Because his gun is very good. Does tons of damage, has the fire effect, super, really good. When he has his mech, though, it puts him in number 2 just for the sheer amount of how much damage it does. I know, like Matthew said earlier in the video, there's a P Gatling, you're pretty much dead. But I think with your shield ability, and the one that you, charge, you can charge behind cover. There's definitely ways you could counter the P Gatling, but that's my reasoning behind having the Little Drake Imp at number 2.
So at number 1, we have the Z7 Imp. First of all, you do not get the Imp from the normal phenomenal character packs. You get it for pre-ordering the game. And the Z7 Imp does loads of damage, especially when you can tap the trigger really quick because you cannot just hold it down to shoot. His mech is very similar to the normal mech, except it can do loads of damage. Has different abilities. The different abilities are his sword. If you click the left bumper, that does 75 damage. His other one, I don't really know what it is, but it's something that when you throw it at someone and the person comes to you. And Z7's gun, as I said earlier, is just so good. A lot of people consider it the best character in the game. And at the number 1 spot, we have the OP Z7 Imp.
At my number 1 spot, I have the Z7 Imp. The Z7 Imp is personally my favorite character in the entire game because his weapon is just so unbelievably powerful. The faster you click, the faster he shoots, doing 27 damage, I think, 24. It's just so good. And also, this character is special in the fact that you can only get him by pre-ordering the game, not opening up sticker packs. And also, his mech is really good. I think it's just a complete upgrade of the regular mech. His regular gun that he shoots is just better. His right bumper move is the gravitational pull, where it kind of just brings the other person to you. Then it actually pairs well with his one that you get the left bumper for, which is his sword, which does 75 damage. And that is why I have my favorite character in the game, Z7 Imp, at the number 1 spot of best imps.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed.
Consider hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any more banger vids. Bye.
Bye.